What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Salute to newly inducted Hall of Famers Vince Carter and Chauncey Billups. Also, don't want to forget Michael Cooper. They were among those enshrined into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts last night. Billups and Carter headlined a 2024 class that included 13 inductees, 7 who went into the Hall of Fame as players. Both Billups and Carter were amongst those group, which also included Michael Cooper, the late Walter Davis, Dick Barnett, Michelle Timms, and I think the name is Simone Augustus. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Bo Ryan, Charles Smith, and Harley Redden joined the class as coaches, while Doug Collins, Herb Simon, and Jerry West, the late Jerry West, were selected as contributors. West, who died this past June at the age of 86, had already landed into the Hall of Fame as a player and an Olympian. He is the first 3-time inductee in Springfield. Billups, who's 48 years old, spent 17 seasons in the NBA, appearing in 1,043 games, 937 starts for the Detroit Pistons, Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Boston Celtics, Los Angeles Clippers, Toronto Raptors, and New York Knicks. A 5-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA selection, and the MVP of the 2024 Finals. Billups sported career averages of 15.2 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 5.4 assists. He is currently coach of the Portland Trailblazers, a role he has held since the 2021-22 season. The 47-year-old Carter played for 8 teams across his 22 NBA seasons, averaging 16.7 points, 4.3 boards, and 3.1 assists in 1,541 games, which included 982 starts. He was named Rookie of the Year at the end of the 1998-99 season while with the Raptors, and went on to win or earn 8 All-Star selections. Michael Cooper, who is 68, was known for his defensive prowess with the Showtime Lakers. He spent all 12 of his NBA seasons in LA, where he was part of 5 NBA championship teams. Cooper was an 8-time All-Defensive selection and was named Defensive Player of the Year during the 1986-87 season. The 1978 Rookie of the Year, Walter Davis, who was 69 when he passed away, unfortunately, in November of 2023, was with the Phoenix Suns for 11 of his 15 NBA seasons. He also spent time with the Nuggets and Blazers, averaging 18.9 points in 1,033 games, 373 starts in all. He was a 6-time All-Star. I believe his rookie year, he averaged something like 24.2 points per game. I know it was over 24 points a game. Dick Barnett, who is 88, had a 14-year career with the Knicks, Lakers, and Syracuse Nationals. The Syracuse Nationals ultimately became the Philadelphia 76ers. He was a 2-time NBA champion who averaged almost 16 points per game in his career. I want to end this video by saying this. I think since they've lowered the bar a little bit, I'm not knocking any of these guys. They're great basketball players. But since they've lowered the bar for what constitutes a Hall of Famer, I think it's high time that, in spite of political controversy, I'll put it like that, in spite of that, Kevin Johnson belongs in the Hall of Fame. His career was cut short due to injuries, not his own fault. I think if he had played in today's game with the physicality taken out of it, he probably would have lasted longer. But I think guys like Kevin Johnson deserve another look as far as being in the Hall of Fame. I think another guy that deserves a look into the Hall of Fame, considering that it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, this might be a name that shocks people, but I think Amari Stoudemire, when you consider the guys that are getting in now, Amari Stoudemire deserves a look into the Hall of Fame. And I'll tell you why I say that. Give me 1 second. When you look at his tale of achievement, overcoming adversity, his childhood, and how I'm not going to say he was NBA ready from the start, but his accomplishments as a young player in the NBA with the Phoenix Suns. He was a 6-time NBA All-Star. He was on the All-NBA first team in 2007, 4-time All-NBA second team player. He was the NBA Rookie of the Year 2002-2003, NBA All-Rookie first team 2002-2003. He's number 32 retired by the Phoenix Suns. Twice he was the Israeli Basketball Premier League champion, Israeli Basketball Premier League Finals MVP, Israeli Cup winner 2019, 2-time Israeli Basketball Premier League All-Star, All-Euro Cup second team, Israeli League Cup winner, Florida Mr. Basketball. When you look at his contributions as a NBA player and in an Israeli league, I think that's enough of a resume and enough accomplishments to have him at least be considered in the Hall of Fame. Because I'm not knocking Chauncey Billups, but me personally, when I look at Chauncey Billups, I see a really good player who was sort of elevated by his run with the Detroit Pistons. To me, Chauncey Billups was a good, really, really good player, but Amari Stoudemire at his peak was a more dominant basketball player. He had his flaws. He was a subpar rebounder, but I'm just saying. Then you got other guys you can look at. Speaking of Stoudemire, he didn't play organized basketball until he was 14 years old. You know, the function he had as a kid, going to 5 different high schools because of his mother's and her criminality. You know, the way he was taken under his wing, taken under other people's wing when he was a kid. The story of success, where it looked like he was going to be one of these kids who possibly could have, unfortunately, turned to criminality himself. There's a story there. So I think that, you know, people should look into that. But you got other guys, man. Glenn Rice. You got Terry Cummings. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, tell me what you guys think.